Good morning and welcome to the Max McMahon / HM Constructions Oval, where we are bringing you some live played action. Alongside me is Mr. Corey Hopper. Good morning, Corey.
Good morning, Shane. Good morning, everybody. Footy's back again this Saturday, and we are so thrilled to be here at this upgraded venue, Max McMahon Oval. Well, it always looks a picture out on the deck, but when you look at what's overlooking this wonderful paddock in front of us, the brand new facilities here, obviously having some kind of effect because the senior side are 2-0 at the moment, and that is a great start for the Maitland Saints so far in 2026. But today, with the match of the round right now, is reserve grade. It's Black Diamond Plate, which is our second-tier competition, and not one that we bring and get the chance to broadcast very often. But Maitland Saints obviously got plenty to show off here at the moment in 2026, and we are very, very pleased to cover the game today. And
yeah, we sure are. The only problem was he had to get up a bit early. I'm still half asleep, I think.
Way too early, 5 a.m. for me. It was right. 5 a.m., which means I've got to really pace myself today, Shane. There's three matches for us to call, and we're a little light on for personnel, but we will be no less enthusiastic, I can assure you, as the game gets underway. Black Diamond Plate, second-tier footy. So you will see a lot of these players moving their way in and out of their senior sides through the course of the year, hopefully in and not out. No doubt will be most of the goal for them. As the Terrigal Avoca Panthers go to remove the ball from their half-back line. Long kick surging into the middle, but it's just a swarm of Saints, a congregation of Saints, one might say. Quick kick out to the wing. It could find the boundary line, paddling towards it, and it's McKellar who resuscitates something for the Panthers here. His hand pass is effective to Noah Henderson. Very familiar with that player, Noah Henderson. Coached him in the under-15s premiership a couple of years ago. So great to see him out there enjoying some senior footy. Ball's been marked by the defence of the Saints. Kick taken on that occasion. They're going to set something up here now, the Saints. Good kick. Play makes a good position. It's heading in the wrong direction, however. They've turned things around now and trying to set something up through the centre. Chopped off by the Panthers. They reload again now. High ball, no mark taken. Ball comes to ground, gathered it in. We'll have to move it on. A good punch out now to space. But a free kick's been found here.
Yeah, just got over the back of him there, fair enough.
Certainly did. So they're off again now. Panthers. Oh, the Saints, I apologise. Some great work there. That's Colin Carroll. He's a long-time servant of the Maitland Saints. His kick is good, effective. In the hands of the Saints now at half forward. He's keeping his feet then was Walters, but his hand pass is ineffective. It's been chopped off by Gowrie. He kicks a ball long and wide. He's looking for McNamara.
Looked like he was looking for the runner.
He could well have been. Well, he certainly wasn't looking for the boundary because the rodeo rule comes into play there, and we might see it happen again.
Oh, it's going to start.
He wanted to let it go, didn't he? That's Sonny Anderson wanted it to go over to the over the boundary line. Sorry, I've got the wrong team there. That was Noah Henderson. My apologies, Noah. Look a little bit more solid in the frame from when I coached you, Noah, which is good to see. Obviously hitting the gym. Very talented player indeed. As Borg, the coach of this outfit, Terrigal, a very dedicated Terrigal Avoca Panther. He kicks inboard, chopped off by the Saints. They're away now through Hassel. A number of vice captains are listed on here for this side, so obviously a good complement of leadership type players for the Maitland Saints, and they're in their half forward zone now. Terrigal defence needing to work, unable to do it. There's a bit of pace being shown here.
Oh wow!
That was Isaac Walters.
Fast step.
Yeah, very classy little piece of turn of pace. He could trouble the Panthers at that half-forward area. He's been active already so far. This will go over the boundary line.
Yeah, that wasn't his intent, I don't think. Came off the side of the boot.
Intention is completely non-negotiable when it comes to the rodeo rule. He just told him he's going to kick it straight back out. He did.
Well, it's an interesting tactic, a bold move, they'd say.
Oh, we saw it. He basically signalled the rodeo rule there for us, Shane, and then proceeded to kick it out of bounds on the full, which if he had bounced it out, it wouldn't have been a free kick because it's inside the 50 zone. So get that around your head, ladies and gentlemen.
I thought that one was going to bounce out too.
So Kirkman now Gets a good little chip kick on. Gets that to... That's Jacob Hassel again. He's been active already in this game. He's looking for Carroll further afield. Carroll is unable to take the contested mark there. Had front position, but ball is bundled over. And we'll see a throw in on this occasion. So half back for the Terrigal Avoca Panthers. Safe to say Maitland have done the higher percentage of forward movement so far in the match. We're only a couple of minutes into it as Borg looks inboard. His kick drops short of his target. Scramble now below the knees. Inside the 50 for the Saints. Arms, a returning Terrigal Avoca Panther. Good to see him back out on the field. Great fellow. And he finds McNamara, who's got 2 to get around. He takes one on, realises he had another one behind him and does well in the end, but backs it up neatly. Shades of his AFL destined son right there. McNamara battling very hard at ground level. He's done well. He sort of almost worked his way into trouble there and then got himself out of it. But a free kick's been found. Not sure
50
what
metres as well.
And a 50-metre penalty. So John Kirkman will take this. Did you see what it was for, Shane?
I didn't know.
Bit unlucky there, McNamara. He worked really hard to get his team out of strife, only to have him penalised. So not sure what it was, but only as far as the deep defensive line now. The Panthers have got it. They've switched it over to the far side. Plenty of space on that end of McNamara Oval, McMahon Oval. So I'm saying McNamara a few times now. It's becoming habit. And the handball inboard now. Panthers looking to set something up. Long kick towards the goal, but it was ambitious at best. Had a long way to travel even with the wind at its tail, and now the Maitland Saints will run it out of the defensive line with ease. Plenty of time to weigh this one up. Probably a dangerous place to put the ball in the end. Would have been better off going straight up the line on the wing. Now Panthers trying to load something up. Arms. He's got an option inboard, and it's a good kick. Josh Arms, definitely a cup standard player. Spent a bit of time at Batto Bay, where I was lucky enough to coach him for a season there in their first year in Cup. A very dour defensive type. And he's found his teammate. And it looks... I'm just going to get a read on who that player is. A new face for the Terrigal Avoca Panthers. He's put it through for a goal. So it's a wonderful kick. I'd better get a wriggle on and find out who we've got out
50
there.
50-something.
50-something. If you could just turn his back for long enough. What have we got? 50? No, 8,
no, it's maybe not a 50. It's yeah, you're right. It's a 93. Well, okay, there we go.
I don't have a 93.
Yeah. What about on the...
Yes, I do.
You do,
Nicholas
okay.
Johnson.
Well done, Nicholas.
Well done, Nicholas Johnson.
Yeah, there we go. We got there in the end.
Great kick. He used the breeze to full effect.
Well, we did say we were still waking up a little bit, but still got to work out where those numbers are.
Exactly. That's right. I've barely even boiled the kettle by this time of the morning most days.
Yeah, fair enough.
So back in the middle, Terrigal Avoca Panthers opened the account with the first goal. Had to work relatively hard for it too. Terrigal Avoca Panthers reserve grade didn't lose a game in the home and away series last year, only to be bundled out of the finals in straight sets. So they've been looking to make amends now, as they bundle it into their forward 50, but the dour defence of the Maitland Saints is up to task. Looking downfield for Walters. He's unable to get it. Now they get away with it now, the Panthers. Held afterwards in that tackle was that's Adam Gowrie, I think. 62. No, it's Curtis Larnach. Similar looking to... I'll get a proper way to pronounce that surname. Scramble now. Dangerous spot for the Saints. A little chip kick puts it right in the square. And McNamara takes a mark, uses his body to good effect. Gets pummeled after he kicks it, but he doesn't care because it's another 6 points for the Panthers. So, a little bit of history on McNamara because he's very, very much up and about here. James McNamara, the father of wonderful, prodigious talent coming out of the Terrigal Avoca fold. And Caden McNamara, who's now playing out at, I believe it's Lavington at the moment, in a wonderful standard competition down there. Made his debut a couple of weeks ago. Another charge of mine a couple of seasons ago, I was lucky enough to coach, and he's... we wouldn't be surprised if you see him next year playing in the top league.
Yeah, well, he just
very
absolutely
close.
Turned it on for the final series last year, didn't he? He was a very strong
Certainly
Cup finalist last year.
Some might say the difference between the leading sides.
Some would be me as well. I agree 100% on that one.
It was a wonderful grand final indeed. And the side that played at their optimum on the time when it most was needed was a great example of the Terrigal Avoca Panthers, and we'll see a few of those players out here later on today at 2 p.m. for the Men's Cup. Right now, it's all about the plate, and a hot plate it is too. Hand pass out the back there for the Saints. They're looking for an exit from this defensive 50. Could have been a free kick there, but nothing doing. The player was careful enough, that being Riley De Silva, not to infringe on the player. So the defensive kick out. There's a 2-on-1 here. Had to work very hard there was Gowrie, but Walters gets his kick away, albeit it was affected enough to give Rick McCarthy a chance to take the mark. He puts a high ball in the centre, looking for arms. Good defensive work by the Saints there. Punched forward. Borg all over it from the Panthers. Looping hand pass to Peters. Peters hand passes further afield, and they're going to load up now again, the Panthers. Kicked inside. De Silva's there. He's trying to get it on the second grapple. Gets it on the third. Gets a hand pass further forward. It's good to the Panthers' advantage. High kick towards the goal square. Slightly offline.
Oh.
The bounce did not favour the Saints at all.
And has that gone? It has. Wow.
That's outstanding work. I tell you what, that's the sort of stuff you dream of as a player.
I don't know if you've seen that ad on the whatever, must be one of the insurance companies or whatever. The kid with the lucky bounce. It felt like that was one of those lucky bounces, didn't it?
It was most certainly a lucky bounce. I mean, look, at first he had us all baffled.
Yep.
We thought the kick was offline. He had two players 20 metres out. If he just redirected the kick by 5 metres, they would have taken a mark. But he knew exactly what he was doing with that bounce.
Yeah. Well,
at least that's what I'm sure he's going to tell his teammates.
I'll take your word for it.
In the change rooms, or to avoid a spray by the coach. Next time, go the safe option. No, you don't know how much I understand the bounce of a football coach.
Yeah, that's it, coach. I got
Back
this.
to the middle now. They're on fire here at the moment, the Panthers. So they're inside again now, looking for their big target there. The target, I think it's in Zunza. Great surname, by the way. And a little chip kick over the top, not gone the distance. Mark was taken, but it's sent straight back out again. Punch, the defensive punch, put it straight into the hands of De Silva, who wheels around on his left boot. Little toe poke out of the air, goes through for a behind. And they are up and about. That was Jack Fairchild, my Uber driver to the ground today.
Yeah, right.
And that would have been great.
Did you give him a 5-star rating?
Certainly did, and he's going to give me a bag in return today.
Right.
So, and he tried to get the account open with that little kick out of the air there. One of two fair children out there today, Jack and Brett. And another couple of players that I've had the joy of coaching in the past. And can lay claim to teaching them everything they know. We're going to throw in here now. He's a big man in Zunza, isn't he? Handy to have in the ruck in the forward line, that's for sure. He tips it down and he finds his teammate in. It was Flynn Peters there, who was a premiership player last year, and there's a goal. Wonderful goal. So they're pulling out some outstanding goals at the moment.
They
the
are.
Panthers and the Maitland Saints were now 4 goals behind. Can rightly feel a little bit unlucky at this stage, but it is a stronger breeze than what you think here today, Shane. I reckon there's probably a good 2 to 3 in it at least. And the Panthers making the most of that at every turn. So back in the middle now. Saints yet to open up the account. It's 4-1-25 to the Terrigal Avoca Panthers.
Which if we can get our graphic system working, we'll update that there. Apologies to the viewers. There is a little hiccup in the system with those scores, but we'll get them sorted.
Textbook clearance for the Panthers here. Out the back to sweeping player who kicks truly and finds a target. Johnson uses his body well, but reading it off hands with absolute distinction is Adam Gowrie.
Two in a minute for Adam.
Well, he's going to cause no end of troubles for the Maitland Saints down there. He's a cup standard player for sure. In fact, played for the Panthers in their cup side in round 1. Dower Ruckman resting in the forward line now, giving Nzunza a chance. Zunza gets a good hand on that, puts it straight to the advantage of his midfielder, who's been held for a little long without it. The umpire says no, incorrect disposal, which could have gone either way. So Flynn Peters dispossessed of the ball at this stage. The kick's offline, drops a little short, gave the Panthers an opportunity. They couldn't get it. Walters has been very active on the wing for the Saints, needs some support, and gets it on this occasion with Kirkman kicking into their forward 50. On this occasion, Lucas Toms. I may as well mention all of them, Shane. I've also coached him
as well. There we go, yep.
Right, Lucas Toms is dispossessed. I didn't teach him that, though. As they kick towards their goal line now. The Saints have got an opportunity. It comes off hands, and it looks like...
free kick. He was held.
Well, they'll get a goal here for sure.
They should do.
Looks like Walters lookalike's getting
Number
the kick
11
down
it is.
there.
Whoever 11 is. You got the sheet there?
Tom Coleman.
There we go.
Coleman and Walters. Expect those two to get mixed up a few times today as Coleman kicks truly, and the Saints have opened their account. First goal to the Saints, and surely not to be the last. They've been competitive. It's just been a little run with the Panthers. They've been able to get that clearance and maximise a bit of free space in these wide open stretches of ground here at Max McMahon Oval. And find a relatively easy route to goal in the first part of this first quarter. So I imagine we're getting close to about halfway through, if not closer to the end of it. Run down now, Maitland, but they've got support. Come through in numbers. Errant Handpass, however, has undone all the good work. Gowrie tries to take the mark from the kick by Borg, but at ground level, it's all Saints. Walters again kicks long down the wing. No one home, unfortunately. And now a succession of hand passes. Flynn Peters has got it here. Kicked it long. His kick is offline, and mark taken by the Saints. Good kick. This is a better lead up. This is the kicks that they need over their 20s and 30s. Wheeling around. Big bomb by Liam Bowling. Puts it up. Tickles the clouds with that one. And reading it best was Goldfinch, Deputy Vice Captain. Goldfinch looking for a little bit of gold here. Kicks it deep into the forward line. Comes off hands. Borg everywhere in that defensive area at the moment. Long kick. Looking for Johnson. He's got two to beat very cleverly with the tap there. But he's run down from behind. He'll get a free kick for that. He did very well. Worked his way into the front position. Cleverly tapping the ball over. He's got an option. He might... did not overcook it at all. Good kick. Well weighted. Rick McCarthy. He wheels around on his left boot. Kicks it deep into the forward line. Defence under pressure by the Saints again. Hurried kick. Had more time to weigh that one up, unfortunately. And now the Panthers will reload. Ball now in the middle. Liam Roach. Very talented junior and outstanding cricket player too. Good to see him back at footy. Long surging kick, and the target is found. That was well done on that occasion. It was Christian Henderson, the brother of Noah. The Henderson kids.
Used to watch that when I was younger.
Not so much kids anymore. Christian Henderson will take this kick from roughly 25 out, tighter than a 45. Plays that up. He's started. It looks damn good, and I nearly said a profanity then. It looks really good kick. Well, that's an outstanding kick. That'll capture the interest of your senior coach. That's for sure. He looks like he measured that beautifully. He kept it. It's a hard thing to do to try and keep it to the near side when you're on such a tight angle like that, knowing that the breeze will push it around and hopefully open it, because you don't have the face of goal isn't very open when you go that particular route.
Yeah.
But he measured that like a scientist. Christian Henderson adds the 6th goal to the Terrigal Avoca Panthers, mounting total, and a quick response to the Maitland Saints' first goal. Succession of hand passes. McCarthy's got it in his hands now. Head over the ball. Looking for Peters in the outside run. He's got trouble straight away. Hand passes backwards. They worked that out neatly. Josh Arms with a little chip kick. And you can see with a bit of depth of players with cup experience, they worked their way through that quite neatly. And now the ball in the hands of Jack Fairchild, looking to open up the first one of a bag that he has promised. Not usually in the forward line, Jack. He's been a great servant in the plate side for a few years now. An able runner. And a great looking kick. Just pulled a little bit over to the left face. So he's out there with his brother today. And Brett Fairchild. As the Saints bring it back in. No mark taken. McNamara showed a turn of pace there. It's in the hands of Henderson. He does well to outstrip two. Arms just didn't have enough time to get the ball out tackled. Now McNamara does well. Roach, hand pass further afield. In the hands now of Blair. His kick's offline, out of bounds on the full, and it'll be a free kick to the Maitland Saints. So an errant kick at the end, undoing some good work in the clinches by the Panthers. Saints now looking for options. Not the neatest looking kick. Josh Arms should take that mark. He looks like he was interfered with above the shoulders when he went for it. Umpire saw nothing and said nothing. So Brett Fairchild now, known as Boomer in the inner sanctum. Didn't quite show you why then, because his kick cut off by Ashton Blake. He's got an option on the far wing. No mark taken, but the player was interfered with. And a free kick will be ensuing. Taking that is Hicks. Long kick. They're inside their 50 now, Saints. Opportunity to score. Panthers' Dower defence is all over it, though. They mopped that up like a team of janitors. And the disco floor is clear. Not for long. Saints aren't done yet. They've sent it back inside their forward 50. They need a little bit more work to try and lock it down in there, Shane, don't they? They're sort of entering their 50 and it's coming out far too easily.
Yeah, that's only been that real one penetration they've had where they got that goal. Everything else has been sent back from whence it came.
Yeah, it does. They're quite tight, that deep defensive unit for the Panthers. Carried forward, should have been a free kick. I don't know what the umpire was looking at then. But now, Blair, tackled. That's gone for sure. Unlucky. It's one of those ones where you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah,
it was in the motion of kicking and had to be. So, good kick now by the Saints. They want to hang on to the ball for a little bit. Drummore had some cup experience, the big man there, playing in the plate side today. His kick's effective and they're moving it now. This is where they're falling down a little bit. Second and third kick as they move it outside of their defensive line, getting chopped off by the Panthers. It's in the hands of Peters now. He's been active today, hasn't he, Peters? Back to Arms. So is Arms. They're really starting to come into the game. Long kick forward. Drummore used those big arms to get the ball clear of danger. Does well. Being run out now by Blake. He's got an option further afield. If it just sits neatly, they might be on here, the Saints. Picked up neatly. Kicked, dispossessed of the ball almost unceremoniously. And now the Panthers are loading up again. A little bit of non-sticky fingers sees the ball go over the boundary line, and a timely siren there for the Saints. It would seem 1-6 to the home side, playing rampaging Terrigal Avoca Panthers 6-38. We'll be back with the second quarter in no time at all. Thanks for joining us for today's match of the round. Welcome back to Max McMahon Oval, fast becoming one of my favourite venues here in the AFL Hunters Central Coast.
Yeah, how good does it look?
Absolutely wonderful. We always love the green pasture here. It's just pristine out there on the deck. And now the new facilities behind us overlooking it. And the Maitland Saints want to show it off at their best. A beautiful kick into the defensive line, but it's marked by McKellar. Younger brother of famous McKellar of the Terrigal Avoca Panthers, Will, is George McKellar. His kick probably in line with his older brother's kicking technique.
There you go. I'll take your word for that one.
As the Saints wheel around, opportunity for an early
better.
goal.
Oh.
Yes. Chopped off then, though. And that was Damon Smith, the captain of the side and long-term servant of the Terrigal Avoca Panthers. See Damo out there, still plying his trade as well as ever. Long kick out to the far side. It's found the boundary line, so the free
lasso.
kick. It certainly is. So we got ourselves a steer, boys. Maitland Saints are the beneficiary of that one. Looking inboard. And Carroll takes the mark. He's up and about as he always is. High accumulation of possessions is Colin Carroll, and on that occasion, outmarked. Ball was positioned well, but outmarked. Looking for arms in the middle. Drops a little short. He has to do some work to bend over and get hold of it. McKellar's captured.
Great
gets
tackle.
his hand pass out, but the umpire says not quick enough, unfortunately. And now some dour work by the Maitland Saints will result in a shot at goal. And Tom Coleman will take this one. That shock of blonde hair, can't miss him. He's got a good breeze sort of blowing across. He'll have to look for the right-hand goalpost a little here and give it a fair ride. Unfortunately, didn't make good contact with it in the end. And the bounce, juggling effort there by Damon Smith. He couldn't take control of it, and the hand pass has gone back further afield. Getting rescued by Gowrie. He's deep in defence. Kicks a grubber out. It's a genuine worm burner. No one's got full control of it yet, but Walters comes in and he says, let's stop this nonsense. And he just fires a bullet straight into the teammate of his, into the chest of his forward teammate. And they will have another shot on goal here, the Saints, and they are looking up and about now. They have the wind at their tails.
Yeah, they've come out of that quarter-time break with a lot of pep in their step.
Certainly have. This kick to be taken by Jurgens. He's very close, within 10 metres. Slight angle, and he's absolutely slotted it. He's given us a single python there as he celebrates, just quietly to himself. Lets his teammates come running over to him. That's the mark of a cool customer, that's for sure. And Jurgens kicks the second goal for the Saints, first one for the second quarter, and they narrow up that margin ever so slightly. 2 goals straight, 12 for the home side, 6-2-38 for the Terrigal Avoca Panthers, who are yet to hit the scoreboard in this second quarter. Still have a comfortable lead. As Drummore taps it down to the advantage of his absolute barnstorming midfielders. Jurgens reaches as high as he possibly could. Almost a great clearance there for the Saints. Couldn't take the mark, but they're still here with a chance. Hand pass pops up. It's a good battle between that 2-on-2, those players. But tackled without the ball and did it very cleverly there was Liam Bowling. And he's got an option. Pops it up a little high for the player presenting themselves. A couple of errant disposals here by the Saints has kind of undone a lot of good work for them, unfortunately. But we've got the ball held up. It's not all lost just yet. Ball up, half forward position for the Saints. Panthers all over it at ground level now. And a hand pass out to Roach. He has a bounce, draws a player to him neatly, and then pops it up high. Jack Fairchild sort of set up camp underneath it. Wasn't able to bring it down, but applies a good tackle. Johnson will benefit from it. He's got a good shot on goal, but just peels away to the right-hand side at the last minute. So they've done well there, the Panthers, just to keep the ball momentum moving their way. So a bit unfortunate for the Saints, a bit of an opportunity lost there. I thought they were building up of some value. So hopefully they'll continue with that particular trend, as it's got them the first 2 goals in this second quarter. So we're minutes into it now. Panthers get the clearance through Peters. That is a booming kick. Deep inside the 50 now for the Panthers. They have a chance to respond quickly, and a shot on goal. Bounces, and it's true. Outstanding response, and comes almost immediately. Riley De Silva, I believe that was, which is, I think was it Riley? I'll get a clarification on that. Outstanding work by the Panthers and a quick response. Saints will want to be up and about. We've got an infringement. Whistle's been blown. Free kick going to Drummore of the Saints. He doesn't waste any time playing on. That's good work. But the umpire has decided to bring it back. So just waiting to see what exactly is going on here.
Yeah,
any minute now.
Yeah, they're having a bit of a discussion, aren't they? I don't know what the...
Not sure why that was...
back to him anyway.
I'm not sure why that wasn't allowed to continue.
Yeah.
It looked like everything was done above board to me. Good kick by Drummore. He spots up a teammate just 20 metres further afield, and now they will go surge deep into their 50. That kick got a little on it, cooked it too long. Blair having a chance. He sort of balls up in the air, does very well, pirouettes his way out of trouble. Got a clean station now. Kicks it long. They're outside the 50. The Panthers are going to have to work. Henderson does extremely well. Finds to Silva. His left boot is effective. He's found Chaplin. I think it was Chaplin who kicked the goal previously. Now, in the hands now of Azunza. He hand passes out to no one in particular, and the Saints arrive first to mop it up. So they'll rebound now. Looking for a target on the wing, but didn't have enough penetration on that kick. And it's rebound again. The Panthers turn to try and stoke the fire. Hand pass out wide. In the hands of Fairchild. He probably could have kicked it from there. He's got an absolutely massive boot when he launches into it. Carroll taken out of the contest there. He was miles off the ball. Not sure why free kick wasn't given, but all fair play, says the umpire. But he's a nugget. He saw it, Carroll. It'll take a lot more than that to keep him down. His hand pass wide and errant. Players come in from everywhere. It's a scrum at ground level, and the umpire says, give it to me. We'll throw it up. So good start by the Saints. They're definitely well and truly into it in this quarter. 2 goals to them, 1 to the Panthers so far. But they've got a bit of work to do here. Deep defence. Wonderful pictures here being brought to you by The Scene Productions, our new live streaming partner. And what a wonderful job they're doing too. All sorts of exciting innovations as the Maitland Saints try to be innovative here. Kick to the wing. First to it, however, is Inzunza. And that time it's Walters kicking deep into the forward line. Front position is the Panthers, trying to get it out by way of hand, and they do. They've got numbers there, the Panthers, although it's heavy traffic. Zunza and Walters clash. Quite a bit of size difference in that matchup indeed. But a free kick's been found. It's going the way of the Maitland Saints. They've got an opportunity here now, and they don't waste any time. Kicking it long to the advantage of a teammate, and that was a beautifully weighted kick. Just sat perfectly. And Sonny Anderson, who's a great servant of the club, is now 30 metres out, slight angle, definitely a gettable kick here, especially with this breeze, which seems to be picking up a little. So Anderson on the right boot. Did he give it enough height? He did indeed. It looked like it might not carry the distance, but I think the breeze got hold of it in the end. It said, Sonny, today is your lucky day, and blew it straight through the middle. So 80% Sonny Anderson, 20% the breeze, or 100% the Maitland Saints. And they get their 4th goal for the game and start looking as though they are going to take it up to the Terrigal Avoca Panthers here in today's Black Diamond Plate match.
They've been pretty good with accuracy too, haven't they? Just keeping it straight through the middle.
Well, they're a different side in the second quarter to what they were in the first, where just the 1 goal was scored. Already 3, but that could be indicative of the breeze we're feeling, and it does feel like it's picking up as the game progresses. But regardless of that, they have it in the last quarter, that means, and so long as they keep themselves somewhere within earshot, they've every chance to snip this one from the Panthers, and they're doing it again now, the Saints. As the ball bounces towards the boundary line, this will be a non-issue here. The umpire will say ball it up. The Maitland Saints player, which was Anderson, tackled it wasn't Anderson, sorry. It's number 2, and I don't have a 2 on my list. As Gowrie brings it down to the advantage of Blair, he kicks it high to the wing. Front spot is Johnson, does very well, almost brings down that mark in contested situation. Hand pass to Henderson, looking for Blair, the outside runner, but he's tackled very effectively, and Carroll wins a free kick for his side with that strong tackle. He's a very robust player, Carroll. He's been around for a long time. Synonymous with the Maitland Saints. His kick is effective. He's found his teammate here in Bowen. Bowen looks inboard, cooks the ball a little long. Drummore luckily there in support. Gets the kick off now. They're inside their 50, but not for long. As Gowrie runs the ball out. Kick now by the Panthers to the centre of the ground. Reading it off hands was, I think that was, could have been, it was McNamara actually. Out to Johnson. I like the look of this player. Kicks a worm burner across the ground to the advantage of Christian Henderson. But a one-on-one situation there results in a free kick to the Saints. Good switch. Clever piece of play there. And an effective disposal too. So almost a textbook rebound here for the Maitland Saints. And unfortunately the exit kick from the 50.
Won the free though.
Oh, well, that was a holding the ball, was it?
Yeah, it was, yep.
Must have been, yep. So the Saints looking inboard. Looking infinitely better this quarter, the Saints. That's for sure. Really taking it up to the Panthers at the moment. Probably not the percentages kick there, however. It's going to find the boundary line. Stays inboard. Walters does very well. I'm impressed with his game so far. Kicks a high ball. Anyone's. There's a raffle out there. Borg waits for it neatly. Clever tap behind him there, but it's not going to be effective because the Saints' defence are right on their tail at the moment. Bringing down the hammer. The kick to the wing. We've got a Saint there, and he's kicking it. Kirkman, I think it was. He's kicked it in, but he's kicked just a little offline. At least offline enough for the Panthers to take the mark and regain control of it. Probably a fortuitous drop in the ball there for the Panthers. They maintain possession. Long kick down the line. Looking for Henderson. He's bundled out of it at ground level. Is that De Silva? I should look at the screen. That'll give me a better option. It's De Silva indeed. Former Gosford player De Silva only took up the game 4 years ago or so and been such a committed footballer ever since. So another one of mine, Shane.
Yeah, right.
At Gosford. And still mine at Terrigal, can I just say? Long kick down the line. Mark almost taken. Off hands this time. Tap out by the Saints. They're under a bit of pressure now. They'll want to hold fast here, and they do indeed. Nicely done. That's bowling this time. He kicks it high. This time, it's read beautifully in the air by Noah Henderson. Great to see this young man back out in the field. You'll see him in Black Diamond Cup before too long as he gets a little bit more seniority in his into his match tally. He's going to have a shot on goal here. He'd be the best part of 35 out. Angle against the wind. So a lot of factors working against him, and it's resulted in a minor score. Still a score.
Yeah, I didn't even know whether it made the distance, but it did.
Still a minor score is as good as anything at the moment because it's hard to get it down there against this breeze and against this rapidly improving Maitland Saints side in this match. At that time, Kirkman looking for Carroll. You almost need to dive in that situation.
You at least get a finger on it so it doesn't go over.
Yeah. I'm going to say it outright. I hate the rule, especially in this level of footy. It's a difficult thing. It's having a little bit of impact here as Johnson wheels around, hand passes in board. The Panthers are dispossessed of it, 50-50 now. But Arms swoops on it for the Panthers, puts a high ball up round the body. Gets clean bowled on the half volley. The Saints defender, hand pass inboard, looking for McCarthy. He got a boot to it, and I think they've got a goal out of nowhere here. No, they haven't. They've got a point. But some creative football being implemented down there. It's almost a matter of just throw your leg in the air and see if you can make contact with the ball, no matter where it is.
That's the only way I knew how to do it.
So Maitland showing some composure, exit from their defensive line. That kick drops short, but on the half volley, well enough. Saints have still got it. Driving kick down the far wing. There's Walters again. He's got some speed. I love that turn of pace. Kicks it to the advantage of his teammate further field. That was actually quite clever.
It was, wasn't it?
Cleverly done.
Sort of sat it up in the breeze nicely too.
He didn't he? So there we go. And Carroll's taken a mark. And they've built this up beautifully, the Saints. That was a very measured movement of the ball from coast to coast down that opposite wing. And now Carroll has the mark. We'll do the distance without too much trouble. Accuracy will test him, and it's just, it was the other way around. Sorry, I meant that the other way around, everybody.
I'm with you, though. I thought with the breeze he was going to have the distance, but...
Yep. As Nzanza kicks it long, almost makes it outside the 50 with that kick. Picked up by Kirkman. Kirkman wheels around on the right and kicks a ripper for the Saints. And they close that margin again by another 6 points. 5 goals won. Waiting for him to add that up.
Yeah, 5-1,
31,
7-5-47.
Sorry, I was watching the scoreboard operator there.
The on-screen scoreboard is now working after a few little glitches earlier.
The scoreboard operator
stays that way.
She had her hands on the numbers as I was saying that, and I had faith that she'd do it quick enough for me to not do pause. But unfortunately, she was she wanted to stitch me up, I think, and did a good job of it. As we restart in the middle. Gowrie, decisive punch towards the Terrigal Avoca Panthers goal. A succession of hand passes sees them move the ball quickly, but not quickly enough. The defence of the Saints is up and about. Tackle applied to Johnson, and the Saints will now load up again. They're playing with some tails in the air, the Saints, that's for sure. Is this the sermon we've been waiting for by the Saints? As Carroll carries it over in the wing.
Don't know what was said at quarter time, but, it must have really worked. If there's something in the water bottles, I want some.
Yes, well, they're up and about now. That's no doubt about that. 31 points, plays 47. Momentum with the Maitland Saints. It'd only be a few minutes left until half-time. Then they go against the wind again, only to have it as a big, strong breeze at their back in the final quarter. So things are looking positive for the Saints. They must hold steady, though. And an errant kick on goal here by the Panthers, one they would dearly have loved to have secured here. Scores at a premium down that far end. I don't think we'll see too many balls kicked out onto the road, despite the promise of Killer Python for anyone who's successful.
Yeah, right.
The new nets up there will do well to protect that.
Does it have to be during the game, or can I go over at half time and see if I can get myself a python?
Shane, you just have to ask nicely, mate, and you can have a python. Commentary crew, what do you call it? Never mind, let's get back to the footy. Long kick for the Panthers. Looking for McNamara inside. He reaches for it, can't quite bring it down, but he's back on his feet as quick as you like. 2-on-1 here that gives them the shot on goal by De Silva, but it is perfectly placed.
Well, I was going to say, it's straight off the side of the foot, but straight to one of your own players. That's the way to do it.
I had to pull myself up there because I said it's completely offline, but it isn't, because he's found a teammate in Christian Henderson who's already kicked one from a miraculous angle, and he's done it again. He's done it again. He's kicked it from an outstanding angle. He must be a mathematician or a surveyor or something. Certainly knows angles and geography. I imagine that would have come into play a little.
Yeah, on something to be, I don't know, what's the study of weather? Something, whatever that is too. He had the wind, everything else tidied up.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Meteorology, maybe.
Meteorologist. He's a meteorologist. I'll find out, Christian Henderson, what you do for a job, because you're measuring those angles and wind speeds and distances just perfectly. We're back in the middle now. And that gives the Panthers a little bit of breathing space as we inch towards half-time. 8-6-54, 5-1-31. An intriguing clash in this Black Diamond plate. A rare gift from us to you, this Black Diamond plate match. Normally just the cup we cover, so very pleased to be covering the second tier and seeing the next level of champions in our Black Diamond competition. There's McNamara. Sure, his son Caden is watching from home. If you are, cheerio to Caden, one of my favourites of all time. Your dad's doing very well, mate. Keeping you proud. Back in the middle now. dashing for it. That's McNamara again. He's bundled out of it this time. Quick hand pass up. It's a pop-up. Panthers end up with it. Johnson, his hand pass just a little offline as they come in, the cavalry and the Panthers, through the services of Josh Arms. Earn the free kick. Josh Arms' kick's effective. He's found Henderson of the Noah variety. Wheeling around. Long kick, good kick in a great position. Gave McNamara every chance there. A little man handled from behind. Umpire says nothing doing. And now the Saints are away. Good kick to his advantage of his teammate. Oh, McKellar with a great tackle. He'll get the free kick here. That is outstanding. That's the sort of stuff that make you a folk hero at the footy club at awards this afternoon. So 50-metre penalty. He's a favourite anyway, George McKellar. The siren goes. Will it put him in range? Probably not. The wind
will be against the wind.
The wind will affect it. We'll see how generous the umpire is. We'll put him inside.
Not that generous.
No, not at all.
It's a pretty short 50.
And the breeze has just decided to say, George, no chance, mate. Quickly go get some Powerade. But he'll have a crack anyway, nonetheless. If his brother sees this, he'd enjoy that little passage of play for sure. Gets nice and close to the man on the mark and then applies what is probably not the kicking technique that's going to kick it for you against the wind from there. But did very well nonetheless. One of my favourite moments in the game so far was that run-down tackle.
It was excellent work.
One of those ones that catches the runner unawares, isn't it? We'll watch that on the replay a few times. We'll have a break here, half-time at Max McMahon Oval in the Black Diamond Plate match here. Please join us in a few minutes for the second half.
And next on our Black Diamond podcast, we've got Lachlan Henderson from the Killarney Vale Football Club, who is the men's version of the scene stealer, Shane.
Why don't we let Hendo in and we'll have a chat to him. Here he is. G'day, Lockie.
How you going?
Yeah, good yourself, mate?
Yeah, good, thank you.
No, it's good, mate. Well, just a little bit about Lockie there, Shane. He commenced footy in 2016 for Gosford. Played a few games in the lower grades, stepped up in the Cup for the Tigers and kicked 9 goals in his first year of Cup in 2018. 2021 played in the rep team that made the game against the South Coast. And then after the Tigers sadly dropped out of the Cup, he came across to the Bombers in 2023 and with a couple of minor stints in the Ovens of Murray in AFL Queensland, has notched up about 30 Black Diamond Cup games from the Bombers. Mate, talk to us a little bit about the game on the weekend and your personal thoughts on the game and your own performance.
Yeah, it was a good game from us. Probably not our best, I don't think. We didn't quite play to our structures as much as we would have liked. Even though we won by a fair bit, I still think there's a bit to work on. I think it was more, sometimes people were trying to go more personal than team game. I guess it's you can kind of get complacent when you're playing an easy opposition, but that won't fly against the better teams. But yeah, personal game, it was pretty good. Hard to get on the scoreboard when you got Spoons and Noodle kicking 5 to 7 goals a game, but yeah, it wasn't bad. Yeah.
And you talk about teamwork there, and you mentioned Spoons and Noodle. You do have some competition up in that forward line. Ben Roberts, what's his direction to that forward line in regards to who takes the ball? Is it who's hot on the day? Is it who's in best position? How do you distribute the ball between what are now, with Lockie Mulham in there as well, 3, 4, 5 really solid targets?
Yeah, we just preferably go to the best player in the best position, really. And then we like to keep one tall target deep, just in case we have to just kick it in long, and that's. But yeah, mainly whoever's in the best position, we trust our midfielders to find that and hit that, really.
Yeah, excellent, mate. And first game on Anzac Day for the Killarney Vale Bombers. What was the experience like, mate?
Oh, it was unreal. It was really cool to be a part of a day like that, and there was a lot of feeling in it. You could really feel the atmosphere and what that day means to everyone. So it was really cool, and I hope we get to do many more years of that.
got pretty hot and heavy there in the last probably 30, 40 seconds of the game. There was a bit of a scuffle there over on the sidelines. What did Ben say about that? Was he all for that, or was he a bit watch yourself, boys? We don't want anyone being in a tribunal during the week. How did that come across?
He didn't really say anything about it. He just he was like, oh, it is what it is. I don't think we started it this time, so I'm pretty sure he's happy about that. But he doesn't really care about that stuff. Unless you're giving away 50s, then you're going to get yelled at.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. And you've got a real gun forward line at the moment, have you? The two top goal scorers in the comp are Nick Stanlin-Velt and Spoonman Lordo. How do you fit in there? How do you fit? You're saying it's hard to get goals, but how do you fit into the structure? What's the instruction there from Ben?
I guess I'm a small forward now, which I haven't really been at Collingwood before because normally it's just me and Spoons up there.
Yeah.
So that's something new that I got to try and work through. But just trying to stay on the ground when they go up, or getting into my own spots, or even just sacrificing and taking the lead out and creating the space behind me.
Now, we had a quick chat with you during the women's game after you'd played there, and it felt as though Chop was crediting your performance due to the chat you'd had with him the night before. Is there any truth to that rumour that it was the talk with Chop that got you up for best on ground in his eyes?
Oh, he'd be mad if I said no. I'm going to have to give it to him. There must have been something in that.
Anyone you'd like to give a shout out to, mate, on the podcast, or anything you want to plug before we finish up?
My mate Luke Flack, he's back from Melbourne. Might be getting a game soon, so look out for that.
Exclusive on the Black Diamond podcast, fellas. How good is that? Freaky Flacky back with the Bombers.
Yeah.
Love that.
Exciting.
Excellent, mate. Well, thank you so much for being part of it. Congratulations on the award this week. Enjoy the $50 voucher from Six Strings Brewery. Have a wonderful weekend off, and good luck for the rest of the year.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Endo. In the lobby, mate, we might as well just drag him out now.
Well, after a 7-goal performance that scintillated the crowd at Fagan Oval on Anzac Day, we've got the scene stealer from round number 3, Riley Hawes from Warners Bay. How you going, Horsey?
Good, boys. How are you?
Yeah, going great.
That's the way.
Mate, you're welcome to the podcast, mate. Talk to us a bit about your performance on the weekend. It was, mate, I was in awe of how well you played. How did you feel out there?
The best I've felt in a long time, definitely. Getting an early goal always helps, I think, especially for the confidence. I think that I'm a confidence player, so if I can get a goal early, I think that sets me up for a good day and just gets me in a good headspace. So it was good to get that off early, and then the rest of them just came along as the game went on, which was really nice. A few lucky ones. That last one stuck the boot. I don't went in, but I actually had really good delivery all day, so I'm really thankful for that. And the boys up the field work hard to get it to me, so that was really nice.
And it feels as though it's a pretty even forward line now down there, Riley. Obviously, you've got a few different targets through to goal, and it feels as though there's no ego amongst the team. You had Zach kick, was it 9 in week 1, and you've got Maxi Collins up there as well. How's that forward line gelling as a team? With a bit of a different structure this year. Obviously, no Dig playing alongside you, in the forward line, but he's there on the coaching line. How's that working for you guys?
It's really good. Mark's been so helpful with with all of us, especially myself. He sort of doesn't give me a license to do what I want, but he's very understanding of what we need as a forward line, and he's really helpful in that aspect. And it's so good that we have myself, Munzie, and Max as well. We all play so different, and but there's so many options down there for us. So we're pretty dangerous down there, it's really good, and we all share it around, so that's good. We all know we're going to get our turn, and it's going to come. So it's really good to be able to do that with them too. And Max, when he's on, and Munzie as well. We all know what he can do. So it's really good to have those two down there with me.
Yeah, mate. And you had a season away a couple of years ago with Pennant Hills, the Demons, who have been going quite well in AFL Sydney, mind you, mate. How did you find the AFL Sydney Premier Grade?
I found it really good. I definitely I would encourage anyone who's 18, 19, whatever, to go down there if you can for a year or two even. I learned so much. You know, you got players like Nick Hay, who's absolutely killing it, kicked 9 on the weekend. I learned so much from him, and just like Ben Roberts, who's at Carnival now, he's a awesome coach there. So lucky to have him. I learned a lot under him as well. So yeah, it was really good. Learned a lot from going down to Sydney, and I'm really thankful for Pennant Hills for giving me that opportunity to play at the top level down there.
Speak about top level. What are your goals in regards to your playing career? Is there something beyond the Warners Bay Bulldogs that sort of lights your fire, or are you pretty comfortable in the AFL HCC at the moment?
It's a tough one. I'd love to move away to. I want to go to South Australia. I'd love to play footy over there, and just see how far I can take it. Obviously, everyone wants to play in the AFL, right? Obviously, that's not a realistic goal, but it'd be nice to maybe play a really high level over in a different state, and possibly, who knows? But yeah, it'd be really nice to play at a high level, like a Adelaide Footy League over there. I know that well-respected league over there, so that'd be nice.
Yeah, and you've got rep training at the moment with the AFL Hunter Central Coast side. They're playing at Manuka Oval in a couple of weeks, so potentially getting onto that squad, mate. That'd be pretty exciting.
That would be really exciting. I played last year, and I don't think I had the game I would have liked to have, but if I get that opportunity again this year, I'll be really thankful. And I know it's to go over to Canberra and play at Manuka. That'd be pretty special. So yeah, I'd love that.
Now you've dialed in from the job site. We thank you for your time. Is there a shout out you want to give maybe to your employer, but also who else did you want to give a thank to from supporting you through that both junior and senior footy career?
God, put me on the spot. God, no, nothing comes to mind, but there's a few boys from Warners Bay I'd like to say a shout out that just don't get recognition. Zach Juricic, he's an absolute gun, and Hunter Thomas, them two, I reckon they don't get enough recognition. So if we can get them out there and put them on the map, that'd be good because they deserve it.
Yeah, thanks, mate. I really appreciate it. All the best for the rest of the year, and good luck on the rep trials, mate. Hopefully you get in the team and can show us your stuff.
Yeah.
Good are Saturdays, especially in winter, especially with the footy on, and we are there right now. Max McMahon Oval, an absolute picture before us, and today's clash is the Black Diamond Plate competition. This is second tier footy in our region at its very best, and it's the Terrigal Avoca Panthers travelling all the way from the Central Coast and arriving here at Max McMahon Oval, which is just looking better and better every time I come here. Wonderful new facilities here at the venue. And we are into it. The Terrigal Panthers certainly enjoying it as Jack Fairchild leads the charge. He's got a few metres and he's got an option in Noah Henderson inboard. Puts it up high. Henderson uses his body well, unable to bring it down. But he's got Johnson in support who wheels around and almost snaps a great goal. Probably will be ruining that missed opportunity. But he's been a great contributor today, Johnson.
He's been very lively.
Certainly has,
Shane. He's brought to the table.
He certainly has. It's been an entertaining match as Maitland Saints sort of put their foot on the gas pedal in the last quarter and will be looking to continue that against the wind. Sizable breeze as Brett Fairchild looks for his brother in Jack. Can't find him on this occasion, and the Maitland Saints have jumped it off, turning and twisting into trouble. Big hit coming through there by McNamara on the ball player. Kick it down the line. A couple of wily veterans there for the Panthers, unable to get the ball. It's the Maitland Saints. They're dour at the moment. Carroll, he's had his hand pass smothered. He has a second dip at it. Thought I heard a whistle there.
It did look like it came over his shoulder. But
yeah, it did. I thought I heard a whistle, but that could have been my imagination. I think it was. I tend to have a vibrant imagination from time to time, Shane. So ball up now on the wing. Gowrie snatches it out of the ruck, sends it in the Johnson direction. He can't get it on the half volley. He stays. There's just a field of Saints as far as the eye can see. Kick around the body, but De Silva is there to rescue the ball and send it the way of the Panthers. Good contest. McCarthy goes down hurt for the Panthers. Looks like a bit of wind out of the solar plexus, I reckon. He's a tough customer. He'll be back up again before too long. He looks sore. Maybe it might be a little more than a bit of wind out of the lungs. Umpire says hold it up. So the game will stop for a moment as we just check on the well-being of Rick McCarthy. He looked like he got a knee right in the solar plexus or something there. Does that look like wind? That looks winded. Yeah, he's probably heaving for a breath of fresh O2, I would say. We know, everyone who's played a game of footy knows all about that. You feel like you're going to die, but you don't, and you're back out playing in 10 minutes.
Well, he wandered about 30 centimetres on the wrong side of the substitution gate, so, technically. But then again, this is this is a plate game, and if he came back on, I wouldn't be too upset.
Mate, don't talk to me about those regulation indiscretions, Shane. I've been on the wrong side of them far too many times. Fairchild now. Boomer, they call him. Or I call him. And almost got to see it in play there. He's kicked it long to the advantage of McNamara, who gets it on the second bounce. Gets a hand pass to the advantage of his teammates. There's enough Panthers there. And Henderson, the tight angle specialist, proves he's just human after all.
Yeah, I think he missed everything there.
Missed everything. So needed a little bit more time to calculate the angles and come up with a formulaic equation on how to put that one through the big sticks.
Well, his namesake, Lockie Henderson, we just saw on the halftime show there. Great little new segment there. We're taking some of the Black Diamond podcast and putting that out at halftime. So we got to hear from Lockie Henderson and Riley Hawes there, which was very good.
Yep, I had a chat with Lockie Henderson myself leading into the Anzac Day game.
Well, that's right. That was mentioned in that little chat too.
Yeah,
he said, was it the lucky charm?
As Henderson kicks the goal, wonderful work. I've coached a few Hendersons over the years, and this one is one of the finer ones, no doubt. But his namesake, Lockie Henderson, him and Pat Murphy had a little interjection where at the end of our chat, Pat Murphy said, I said, how many goals can we expect from you, Hendo? And I said, if you kick a bag, I'll put your face on a T-shirt. Yeah. And we're around. And he said, I reckon I've got 3. And Murph chimed in, who also kicked 3 that day, and said, if you kick any more than 3, I'll break your legs and then take off out of there quicker than you've ever seen.
Wow.
And needless to say, all in good faith because they're former teammates and good friends.
Yeah, and, Lockie taking no chances, though, just keeping himself to the 3.
Well, I don't know if you remember, Shane, but he actually kicked 3, but there was 2 shots he most certainly should have hit that he sprayed. So I think he might have been, oh, no.
Oh, he's gone down on the move there. Oh, that's terrible.
And he clutched at his knee.
Yeah, just went to throw the dummy and The knee didn't hold. Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, no, that breaks my heart.
Yeah.
No, Anderson. I hope he's clutching the back of his leg there too. Oh.
God.
Just an innocuous twist.
Yeah.
And we know, sadly, we know exactly what that means far too often. I hope it's not the case. I hope it's just a raw.
Yeah, listen, it doesn't look great. You can just move the little kneecap thing. What's that called? The patella or whatever. And sometimes you can bump it back into place and everything's good. But that didn't look like a.
I don't know if it was a patella. I think it looked like an ACL.
It did look.
And look, the teams have straight away gone into the huddle, so I don't know it's serious. That's heartbreaking. I hate seeing that.
Well, you know what you do like seeing, though, Chop, is these wonderful new club rooms. We'll change subject.
Yeah, good idea.
And have a look. Not doing it justice here from this angle, unfortunately.
No,
but this new facility is outstanding.
Certainly
brand new. You know what? There is a brand new canteen that's going to get a hit up after this game too. That I'm pretty excited
It's always been
by.
a good canteen
It
here
has,
at Maitland.
yeah.
They've always had a good range of chicken delicacies.
Yeah.
I found. So, and apparently the chicken schnitzel burger is back on the menu too. So.
Yeah, right. That is a Maitland special. So
yep.
The the redevelopment's fantastic. There is some tiered stuff in front of us that's going to be further tiered. There's a few more layers of concrete seating to go down there, and then I think stage 2 is the grandstand. So
Noah Henderson
that is great to see, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is. But yeah, normally you need to be helped off if it's an ACL.
Yeah,
don't
you do. Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
Good signs.
It is good
Good
signs.
signs. It might be just a strain then. Is it a hamstring? He looked like he clutched at his hamstring then. We'll see if we can find out some information on that. But
it's just fantastic
too
to
young
see him
to be
walking
doing
off on his own
ACL.
accord, which
yeah,
is
definitely
fantastic.
That's great. And if he comes back out and plays any further part in this game, then we will start asking the questions. We'll say that was a little dramatic, Noah. Not at all. He's a great player, and he's been having a great day today in particular. As we resume play down there now, and the Maitland Saints trying to barge their way through some traffic there. We've got a ball up now.
So we're back to a Henderson Kid now. Not Henderson Kids anymore.
Yeah, Henderson Kid. That's right. So, kick towards Coleman. It scoots between his legs. He's beaten on an occasion by his direct opponent for the Panthers. Gowrie now takes the mark right in the centre of the ground, puts it out to the advantage of Nsunza. I reckon he's going to get beaten in the foot race here. He certainly was, convincingly too. And the kick taken, that time by Josh Bowen. Puts it to the advantage of his teammates. But the Panthers arrive in time to try and hold that up. Bowen puts in a good hit there. Carroll, hand pass out. Found the absolutely dashing Walters. He's like the flash on the wing there for the Maitland Saints, who nearly coughed it up with that missed mark. Luckily, Jake Brown keeps control of it. Kicks it up high. But the mark taken by Damon Smith. And he has done that many, many times for the Terrigal Avoca Panthers, taking a mark on the last line of defence. A very highly capped and credited first-grade player for many years, premiership-winning player for the Terrigal Avoca Panthers is Damon Smith. So he set this up now, and the ball's in the hands of Johnson, who's got a bit of space to weigh something up. His kick is errant. It'll find the boundary line, but it'll find it on the right side of the 50, and we'll only have a throw-in. So one might say a perfectly measured out-of-bounds kick. And there's Henderson, Noah Henderson's brother. In the ruck there, bringing it down for the Panthers. Maitland Saints have got it, taken high, free kick. Will go the way of the Saints. Inside the defensive 50. Kick across the board. Oh, great, strong mark effort taken there by Blair. I reckon I would have just about paid that. He hung on to it for a bit. Ball's up high in the air. Zunza can't bring it down. Foot race now. Looks like there's a few Panthers leading the way. Great pick up by Jack Fairchild. That was expertly done. The kick in board now. Zunza had to wait for it. Now it's ball's out and released. Blair overruns it. Maitland Saints now raffling it in the middle. Oh, great pick up and some dash. He got away with it there too. That was tremendous work by Brad Hicks. Kicks it high, tickles the clouds with that ball. Carroll's got it in his hands now. It's starting to move the ball. Saints still just tapping it towards their goal line ever so slightly. Bundled it further forward then by Aspinall. But it's the Panthers who managed to resuscitate it at the end. And now they're on the attack through the middle. McCarthy with it. Hand passes back into danger. Borg doesn't care about danger. Hand passes out now, and the kick's good. What a great intercept mark by the Saints. Probably a scoring ending intercept mark there by John Kirkman. Terrific work. Now the Saints to reload. There's a number of Saints here. They can make something happen if they get the cavalry around the ball. So a bit of a comedy of errors. It's going in and out of different sets of hands from both teams, but it's in the hands now of the Saints. Hand pass backwards, bowling. He got clean bowled then. And the ball, that little foray of play, I reckon, makes the rest of the players be most pleased they found the boundary line, I would say. I was running out of breath just talking about it.
Yeah, both sides showing a bit of toe there and zippy little movements back and forth.
That was an energetic passage of play, probably one of the most enjoyable ones for the day so far. Going back and forth as De Silva puts a high one up and a great mark, courageous mark. That's Josh Bowen, who's coming into the game neatly at the moment. Blair's got it. He'll get caught, gets his kick away just in time. He's got options in Fairchild in the middle of the ground. Fairchild put one up high, but there's Bowen again. And he's got the opposition team, Bowen, in the middle for sure, the way he's playing at the moment. He's showing some inspired football. Saints deep inside their forward now. Carroll reads it best off hand, sends it out wide, way too wide. Probably would have been worth concentrating that amount of effort into his kick towards goal. I reckon he would have just about got one.
Well, I think there's that wind changed direction since half-time.
Oh,
because I'm like, how did the ball carry that way? But I think the wind took it.
It's actually still blowing the opposite direction, so he's kicked well against it, but it is coming more across the face now, Shane. So, and a mark there. That's by Liam Roach. He looks inboard, looking for Borg. Borg uses his body well, protects the ball. Trying to get it out to McCarthy. McCarthy paddles it, tries to his advantage, but only goes as far as Aspinall. Aspinall goes across the ground. Does it so effectively. Panthers coming in to try and take control. They do so. And a free, that's holding the ball for certain. So on that occasion, I think it was Jai Cornwell got done then. Long kick into the forward 50. It's Carroll again. He's taken his little pop-up hand passes run onto by the Panthers, and now they're away on that far wing. Blair will get to it first. Toe pokes it beautifully like he practiced it 1,000 times. It's in the hands of Fairchild, the Jack variety. He could go goal, but he's looking inboard, and probably not his best option there, and I'll give him a hard time about that in the car on the way home for sure. He had a goal on then, but he didn't go with the wind, and if anyone could get a message out to him, it would be, go goal next time, mate. All the way, Louis. But a great piece of play nonetheless, not resulting in a goal for the Panthers. So umpire wasting no time getting the game back underway as Gowrie reels around, left boot, high, looking for Henderson. Henderson knows he's got support behind him. It's a kick outboard. McNamara is there. He's got Blair. He's got a dozen people to help him out. He'll go for goal, no doubt. And loads up, but just a little offline. So this is a message when the runners should be getting out there and saying to anybody, if you've got a shot within 50 metres, go goal. This wind is strong enough to carry you home. Maitland Saints now a little under siege. That kick offline. McCarthy chops it off. He sends it back in the goal direction. Inzanza's underneath it and pulls in a chest mark. Front position will always win.
Especially when you've got a body like that.
That's a perfect example of why we value the front spot so much. You get it and you win. So Inzanza, just a nice gentle kick and caresses it through for we wait for the signal. It looked like
I thought that looked good from here, but obviously we're a lot further away on an angle.
Inzanza did what every good forward does when they know they've kicked it offline and celebrate it anyway. But it wasn't convincing the goal umpire on this occasion. As Walters tries hard at ground level, taps it up looking for Kirkman. He can't get it. Arms gets it, ducks under a tackle. Back in the Inzanza direction, and he gets another shot, albeit slightly tougher angle. He's taken the mark. Chips, the smallest of chip kicks across. It wouldn't have been a mark anyway. Maitland under siege. They need to get it out of here. And they do so through the efforts of Isaac Walters. He's been lively today, looking for Carroll in the middle. The bounce favours Borg. Over the shoulders, hand pass to Blair. He worm burns one in the direction of the Panthers forwards. A hand pass out and a kick on goal, this time by McNamara.
Out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, gets out of bounds on the full. So there is definitely a strong across-the-face element to the wind, and we're seeing that. So aiming up on the right-hand side of the post is the way to go. So a couple of wasted opportunities for the Panthers here. They certainly would have liked to have stretched that margin a little bit. A great diving mark that was taken. Is that Jurgens, I think, on that occasion? Kick to the wing now. Two Panthers should beat the one lonely Saint. And Roach lowers his eyes, puts it in the path of the rampaging Panthers. Does very, very well there. Borg, hand pass out to Gowrie. This is a telltale sign. The kick's had a little too much heat on it. And Kirkman just swoops on it like a magpie on a kid on a bicycle. And the kick going towards the Panthers now. But Maitland Saints' goal now. Roach again gets away. A little look-away kick is effective. And he has found a teammate in the way of Oliver Chaplin. Measures his kick, hugs the boundary line, finds McCarthy. So they're systematic now, the Panthers. McCarthy, left boot, sends it up high. But there's only Maitland Saints underneath it. Can't take the mark, probably should have. In the hands now of Sonny Anderson. He puts a little toe poke up, finds his teammate in Kenneth Dean. That's Cooper Kenneth Dean, just so you know. There was three. He's got his surname first and two Christian names afterwards. As the Panthers try and get something happening in the middle. And now they do. They're away. So kick taken by the Panthers. We're going goalward, and again the wind brings it over. But McNamara keeps it alive, looking for Fairchild right in front of the goal square. But the Maitland Saints read it better. And now the exit kick in the hands of Stephen Kane. Best to go straight up the line. He's got an outside runner in Bowen. Gets the hand pass to him effectively. Bowen, measured kick. Finds his teammate in Brad Hicks. So a couple of more recognisable names combining here. This time it's Ashton Blake. He gets it to Walters. He'll do something. The Firebrand sends it up high inside the 50. And if you're going to put it out of bounds by kick, that's where you want to do it. Inside the forward 50. So Maitland Saints, currently they're trailing. To get in front, they effectively need 6 goals. It's 5-1-31 to 9-9-63.
Oh, they've given this one to Terrigal. I'm not sure what happened there. I thought that bounced in for sure.
That was definitely outside. It's inside the 50
inside the 50
when it went out.
I thought the ball touched the ground before it went out.
It
yeah.
100%
There you
did.
go.
So something else has been found here, and I don't know what. But Damon Smith will take the kick and uses his wily cunning to get as far around the mark as he possibly could before play on was called. Very well done. And off hands will have a throw in here. But the Saints will be pleased with this. They're against the wind now, which means they'll get it on the way home.
Yep.
And they are, even a 6-goal margin is still well within striking distance.
Well, just over a minute left in this quarter, so they could sneak one through here. That'd be very handy for the Saints.
Yeah, certainly would. But Borg has something to say about that. His hand pass, ineffective, hits Nzunza fair in the beak. Walters takes off again. Look at this guy. Absolutely flying. He's on track for scene stealer for me. He's been great. Kicks it up high.
I don't even know. I don't think we have a scene stealer for the plate, unfortunately. But anyway, he might get our special mention.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, he'll just get the commentary.
Yeah.
The kiss from the commentary.
Kiss from the commentary. No,
Yeah.
no voucher, unfortunately.
No voucher. No. Absolutely. They're very rare, very prestigious indeed, our Six Strings Brewery vouchers. There's no doubt about that. Long kick by the Panthers. Maybe they'll get one before the break as they run into it. A comedy of errors. He's got back onto it again. He'd be ruined. Unfortunate. Tried to get it on the boot. So they're going to run it out with some pace now, the Saints. Still believe they have time for something.
15 seconds left.
15 seconds. They're going to have to get a couple of clean kicks through. That mark needed to be taken. It wasn't. In the hands of the Panthers now. Should be just about all she wrote, says Borg, as he kicks it inside the 50. McNamara overruns it there. And I reckon we'll just about get a siren now, folks, and that'll be 3/4 done here in this Black Diamond play competition.
I didn't think they stopped for the stretcher in play. Maybe they do. Or are they 22 minute? Maybe they're 22 minute. Anyway, maybe we need to get our rules.
We'll find out shortly as Fairchild pumps one towards the goal, and Henderson takes the mark in his preferred acute angle range. I'm going to give him 16 degrees there. And that's within his range. It's a good angle for him. He loves it. See? Absolutely. Like textbook stuff.
Little double cobra there as well for us.
Yeah, it was with the hands.
Well, actually, maybe they weren't. Maybe it was just
they were inside. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right. Well, he needs
we'll
to
call
get
it that upper body W.
I wanted to get him out there with Luke Bury during the week if we can on the training pack deck, and just maybe get some of those double cobras sorted out.
I call that one when the hands are inside like that. I call that the Woolworths emblem.
Yeah, right.
Because it looks like a little head in the middle. So the Woolworths emblem, he gives us a big Woolworths, the fresh food people, gives us a fresh food people salute. You see Tristan Carter for the Terrigal Avoca Panthers arriving to shake my hand, give me a hug, and say hello. How are you, Tristan? The man I used to call Bobber. This is a long distant memory, that one. How are you, mate?
Good, mate. I'm great. Good day. A bit cloudy. Hopefully the wind stays away.
Do you enjoy playing here at Max McMahon, mate? I mean, we've always got a beautiful picture of a deck out there, but now we've got these wonderful new facilities. Wait till you check out the change rooms.
Yeah, I'm about to go check out the showers now to see if I can actually have a hot one.
Well, apparently you can, but for only 15 to 20 seconds, because they're all on timers, and they're meant to be 30-second timers, but they go for 15 seconds. So you'll be hitting that button a few times, mate. Just pop your 20-cent piece in, you'll be right.
It's a bit like our YouTube button. Like and subscribe. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe. Just like having a shower in the change room.
Yeah, very good. He's a good sport, Tristan Carter. And you'll see him in action a little later today as the Panthers are not done yet. They're going to try and get one more. Bowen has something to say about that. He's been caught, gets his hand pass away just in time. Shot by Blair. Looks like it was aiming for the undercover area of the high school next door, which is a little offline. I'm sure he wasn't. The Saints, I don't know if they have time or not, but they've coughed up one goal. They don't want to do it again. Kenneth Dean going for the man. Doesn't get either the ball nor the man. But a free kick is not ensuing. We'll have a ball up here. Can't be too long left in this quarter. And we are 3/4 done. Johnson got a couple of options inboard. High ball, comes to ground. Picked up by McCarthy. Reads it best off the front of the pack. Kicks it high, and a mark taken by McNamara.
On the siren too.
Well, the way we like to see McNamara's do it as well. Some ceremony involved. Siren's gone, 3/4 time. This will be almost a nail in a coffin for the Saints if he hits this, because 5 goals doable, 6 goals tough, 7 goals, well, you almost need to be a Saint and have a good relationship with the Almighty. As McNamara, James McNamara, father of Caden, makes no mistake. No doubt K-Mac will be watching this on the live broadcast going, I taught him that. And he most likely did too, because I believe James is a very good rugby league player for all of his sporting career and has only taken up AFL in recent times as his sons ascended through the sport. So that's just great stuff and gives us vintage type footballers hope that we can resurrect our careers at some stage. So well done, James. Great goal. The score now 5-1-31, 11-9-75. Tough times ahead for the Maitland Saints, but we'll be back just after this break to see if it can be done.
And we are back for this final quarter of plate football, Corey. What a pleasure it's been doing this play game, actually. It's been a really good game. I've enjoyed this one. There's been good passages of play.
The disturbing memories of waking up at 5 a.m., Shane, long behind me.
Yep.
I've forgotten about that.
Yeah,
and all
good,
I'm
good.
seeing now is, well, I'm seeing grey clouds, but it's not bothering my mood whatsoever because Max McMahon is a pitcher here. Beautiful ground, wide open spaces. We've got wonderful new facilities, a canteen that's fully functioning.
I'm testing that out in about 22 minutes' time, Corey.
Absolutely, and I can't wait to hear the verdict. And we have an enthusiastic crowd. We've got Scene Productions on set, and we have a great game of football in front of us. It's the home side trailing 5-1-31, a mountain of work to do, but they do have the assistance of a pretty stiff breeze. Will it be enough to overcome the 11-9-75 disadvantage that they have to catch up on? Well, we'll know in 20 minutes or so time as we resume play in the middle of the ground. Nzanza going for the man there in Drummoor, and Drummoor saying, well, I find that unusual. I wouldn't mind a free kick. The umpire says, well, let me service you there, Mr. Drummoor, and he does. The kick is effective. He's found Kirkman, who's had a good day out today for the Saints, except that kick, probably not his finest. Coleman sells some candy neatly, and he does it.
Oh, well, there we go. That's
Well,
how
that
you
is-
started.
I'm going to go so far as to say that's goal of the day, and we've had some interesting ones so far, but that one was purely intentional. He sold the candy beautifully,
Yep.
360'd, full U-turn, and went back on the goal, which is generally outlawed in football, unless you do it like Coleman did just then.
That's it.
So Coleman the goalman, that's 2 for him today, and showing some exciting things. Back in the middle, Maitland Saints waste no time trying to claw back this lead that the Panthers have been able to strike. Fairchild this time sends a perfectly pitched kick into the forward line. I think he's found his brother. He has indeed. Fairchild to Fairchild. The Fairchildren will make a big deal out of this for his parents watching back at home.
It was a fair mark, too.
It was a fair mark. And so one would say pinpoint accuracy if you've got a Harrison Pitt on the end of that. But Fairchild, Pitt-esque in the way he brought that down. So Jack being the older brother and my Uber driver today, 30 out, finish it off strong, mate. He's launched this towards goal, and he has found the big sticks.
No,
Oh,
no,
gee.
he hasn't.
All right, just cut. When you show people that video, Jack,
just-
just cut it. Cut it just as that. Or we'll superimpose a second flag. Drummoor now. Well, what a build-up to that. And,
And he didn't get over the fence for the killer python either.
Nah, a bit unfair child, one might say. As Drummoor brings it out for the Maitland Saints. Kicks it long. Roach picks it up for the Panthers. Looking inboard, he's found Fairchild, the Brett variety. Having a bit of an influence in the middle. Stabilising kick. Kicks it well. Finds the advantage of McNamara, but it just bounces beyond his reach. Drummoor looping hand pass over to the other side there. Now, the Saints trying to get something, and that's Fairchild again. He's like a brick wall across that centre line. Kicks it to the advantage. This time, he's found a teammate. That's hand pass to McCarthy, looking inboard, and a diving mark. That's desperate stuff by Carroll, and expect nothing less from that man. Quickly plays on, finds Kirkman. Kirkman's got Walters on the wing. It evades him and his direct opponent. Walters picks it up on the second bounce. Go, son, he's going to clock top speed here. I think he beat a personal best with the bounce, but the kick left wanting. I like his burst of speed. It's exciting. He's got kind of a Barney Rubble style running speed where his legs just move flat out. And there's Fairchild again. 5 decisive kicks in the space of 2 minutes. Looking inboard, McNamara has it. Arms with a great place kick. McNamara puts one up to the advantage of Christian Henderson, and he brings it down. Maybe too far out to
breeze.
score.
It is too far into the breeze, yeah.
And too open an angle for Henderson. He likes him a little tighter, a little more acute than that. Johnson now with it receives the handball. He loves to worm burn the ground with those kicks, and this time it's been cut off by the Saints, and they've sent it out. Kirkman will get it. He's got support here, corralled by Fairchild, but he gets his kick away, looking for Walters on the wing. Walters looking to initiate afterburners all the time, isn't he, Walters? This will find the boundary line, and Borg will get a free kick. Yep. Grab yourself a steer there, Andrew Borg. And he does indeed. Got arms inboard. No pressure at all. He's got plenty of room and space. Waits the kick neatly. Further afield. Chopped off and marked decisively. The Panthers are in their forward line now. Tackled. Very well done. Dispossessed now. The Panthers and the Maitland will now draw their bow. Running over it was De Silva then. Tries to mop up with the tackle. Holds the ball up. We'll have a ball up here. As we see our Black Diamond Cup women's players from both sides now. Very much in the middle of their pre-game warm-up. That's Black Diamond Cup top-tier women's action coming to you live and exclusive next with the Scene Productions. Coleman a bit further afield, gets a little love tap of the ball up to Drummore. Drummore hand-passes inboard. They've got an opportunity now, and they do have the numbers too, Saints. Just need the ball to fall favourably. It doesn't. Borg gets hold of it for the Panthers and sends it out further afield. They're away now, the Panthers. Get themselves out of trouble. Good pick-up by, is that De Silva? Having an influence now. Back to Arms, the old 1-2. De Silva gets his kick away, and it's nicely weighted. He's found Gowrie there over that far side. He comes inboard. Good switch. Finds Roach. They're measuring their kicks now, the Panthers. And Roach has got an option on the wing with a mountain of space to run onto. That's Damon Smith. Lumbers into it. Waits his kick. Looking for McCarthy. Some good body use by the Maitland Saints there. Gets the direct opponent out, but they are under pressure. McNamara charges through. He's broken the tackle. He's got an option in board. And Ronaldo style.
Did he get a foot on it?
No. Is that Fairchild again? I'm not sure if it was. I think it might have been Jack. He would have had a bag too. I reckon that's about 5 points he's kicked. So I did. To be fair, I didn't specify exactly what style of score he needed. I just said if you score 5 times, and he kind of has done that technically. So as the Maitland Saints try and mount something down the wing, they've had plenty of rebound football, the Saints. Just haven't been able to get it through the goals where they were hoping. So good hand pass by Damon Smith. He finds Roach. Roach is affected as he kicks it. That was really good pressure. That was Kirkman who affected that tackle. He's had a good game.
He has, played real well.
So just what you need. Turnover now. It's in the hands of Carroll. He keeps it low. And diving mark by Roach has just cut off any attempts they have of going forward now, the Saints. Roach, he's got Borg inside. I think it's been the difference between it's been a level of skill. They've just used the ball better, the Panthers, across the board. And been able to create more scoring opportunities for themselves. Long kick with the breeze. The Maitland Saints are deep in their forward 50 now. But that's all Panthers, one-way traffic. And they're going to get out of danger without too much trouble whatsoever. McNamara, a long way away from goal on this occasion. He's got an option out wide. I think it's Blair. He takes the mark. He's right on the 50 here. He'd be having a little joke with himself if he's genuinely considering kicking this. He's just waiting for the right option. And presents himself beautifully. I tell you what, he presents himself so well for a man so new to the game and of his vintage too. So you're an inspiration to us all, James. And hand pass over wide. Kirkman's got it, as he has done so many times on this wing. Takes 2 bounces, get it to his equal in speedster in Walters. Walters breaks a tackle, kicks a long ball into the forward line for the Saints. Geez, I really like the way he goes about it. He's exciting. He takes the game on every time he gets the ball in his hands. Walters.
Yeah, it's that burst of speed, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. And if he was able to just work on that kicking technique and become a little more effective on the disposal once he breaks himself clear, he will earn himself some first-grade opportunities in no time. And if he does fine-tune that kicking, he'll be one to watch in that league too. No doubt about that. In the middle now, tackle. Good, effective wrap-up tackle, and we'll have a ball up. And to think I could have been out there playing today, Shane, instead of standing here.
I waited for the team sheets to come out yesterday, and I saw there was no Seahopper. I got a little disappointed. Then I thought, you know what, I'd love having him next to me in the commentary box.
Thank you, Shane. And look, it's this time of the day where I'm sort of thankful that I didn't play, to be honest. But if I'm truth be told, I don't even know how close I am to selection. I just put my name in the mix and hope that nobody else does. So, but you know, I thought the weight of television might give me a little bit of influence, but it doesn't. And we've got
it's gone through
point.
It's gone through the goals, and it's been awarded the goal now. Yeah, there was a long time while they decided whether they were going to pay that one.
It was indeed, wasn't it?
And they have. There we go.
Against against the wind, and it's a sizable breeze advantage as well. Yep. And with Maitland Saints only being able to seize just the one goal so far, which was within the first minute.
Yep, it is game over, unfortunately.
Yeah, it looks a little out of reach for the Saints, and that's not to say they haven't put in a commendable performance today.
No, it's been an enjoyable performance to watch from both sides.
They'd be pleased to be able to watch this back on the replay, which is one of the great things that our scene broadcast does. It gives clubs a chance to review their performance and see where those areas are that they need to work on, and of course where the areas are where they're doing well. And there's Walters again for about possession number, I would say triple figures almost, as Borg wraps that up. Unfortunately, too many of those possessions have ended up in this particular fashion where the Panthers have chopped it off and sent it back in the middle. But that's the only difference between the sides really, effectively, as Johnson hand passes one to McNamara. He's racked up the possessions too, hasn't he, McNamara? Inzanza's got it. Tries to put a tackle on. Probably gets the player a little high. He looks a bit rattled too. Yeah, but that's Bowen. Luckily, no broken Bowens there. As Anderson kicks around the body. And there's Kirkman again, the speedster. Just lowers his eyes. It was almost exactly what he was asking, but he follows it up, Kirkman. He's broken that tackle. He's got his hand pass away just in time. That's an outstanding individual piece of individual work there. It's in the hands of Smith, and Smith has been penalised for holding the ball.
I'd say incorrect disposal, yeah.
Yeah, I think he had a little too long.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that he's dinosaur-like in his frame, and everything looks like it happens in slow motion. I mean, if it was someone at 5'5", I reckon that would have been okay, but Damon Smith just lumbered it through that a little, and that kick is beautifully weighted and well read. I don't know if that's what the plan was, but let's go with it and say it was. Because Coleman's lining up for his third, I think, for today, which is would be a good return in a team result of 6 or 7 goals. I'm going to back him in from here, Shane.
Yep, likewise.
Coleman the goalman. Yes, he is indeed. Coleman the goalman. Good return for him. He's a likely spearhead type for this reserve grade side. Could be a little goal sneak in the cup side. I don't know if he's made a debut there, but certainly in a list of rising players here at the Maitland Saints, who I predict, Shane, are going to be a force in the coming years.
With facilities like this and a growing area of population.
The urban sprawl here is astounding. Every time I come here, there's another paddock missing.
Yep, and you've got to have the facilities to match it, and they do now. These club rooms are outstanding, and the old, you know, two change rooms, and you're trying to split between men's and women's in 4 games in a round doesn't work. But these new rooms with men's and women's separate, and wow, they are impressive.
They certainly
and they will build the league in this area.
Yeah, and the thing is, this is a junior development dream. The facilities and the way they run the club. I don't know if you pay a lot of attention to their online profile. They're one of the market leaders with their online profile stuff. They're really good. They're really clean imagery and really clear stuff. They do a lot of juniors promotion as well. And with the urban sprawl that's happening out in the surrounding areas, this is just going to be a goldmine for young families and things like that. So if they keep placing themselves in the junior sport market in the way that they do, we're going to see a massive growth, like an exponential growth. I predict a growth like no one can expect over the next few years, and that will bring this club as a powerhouse in the top tier competition. Kirkman deserves a goal the way he's played today. That is a great kick, but just dog-legged on the bounce and hit the behind post. But he's been exciting.
He has. And two bounces there, a nice pick-up, 2 bounces, and then putting it towards goals. It deserved better.
I'm going to look back on the replay here, Shane, but I think Kirkman's had 8 bounces in this quarter alone, which is more than I had in my entire career, as Panthers desperately tried to exit their defensive area. That hand pass was left wanting. Drummore's got it now. Puts one over the side to Anderson. Anderson's tackled before he gets a boot to it. Good tackle by Johnson. He's a sort. Looking down the line, and he finds a target. Nicely done. I think that's Henderson. He kicks it long to the goal square. He's got McCarthy there. He's got the ball. He's been run down. That's a great tackle in the end. And the Maitland Saints might have just rescued through the Colin. I didn't see who the player was who got the tackle on, but they're out now. The Saints, far wing, hugging the boundary, high ball. Johnson comes flying in for the Panthers, can't bring it down, and they've got numbers in the right spaces now. The Saints, as they mount something, launching kick into their forward line. It's going to beat the defenders of the Panthers. The goalman gets a hand pass out unselfishly, opens up some space for his teammate who gets a kick away, but reading it best is Damon Smith. Jeez, he does that well. He's been doing that for the best part of 20 years.
Oh, they waved it behind.
He marked that well before it crossed the line.
I thought that was well before the line too, and he didn't kick it from the square, so... I don't know.
I don't think they care now at this stage of the game, Shane.
I don't know whether to put a little a point on my scoreboard or not, but we did wave the flag.
He did wave the flag, so yeah, it's a point effectively, as Fairchild exits with a big kick. I want to see him load one up. He can kick this about half the distance of the field when he really puts his mind to it. And we now have a throw in far side. Can't be too long left in the game. We have a bumper clash coming up after this. Black Diamond Cup Women's Division.
Yes. Yeah, I'm excited for that one too.
Well, the Maitland Saints, newly reappointed in the top tier. Oh, there's Walters. There's that pick-up and the sidestep and then the kick. He really, if he can calibrate that kicking technique, he will be an exciting prospect for the Maitland Saints senior side. That's the only thing sort of left wanting in his game at the moment, Walters. So he'll probably watch this replay and say, what would you know, Chop? As a shot on goal is taken by the Panthers, and they have sent that errantly. Maitland will want to play on quickly, but lack of options, lack of players presenting. In the end, it's Kirkman who pretty much knows every centimetre of this ground today. He has covered plenty of it and copped himself a little cramp for his diligence. It's his kick away. Got a couple of players there, but front spot is Blair. He's been good today, Blair. Sends it straight back up to Kirkman. Kirkman can't bring it down this time. The cramp really troubling him. Nzanza in slow motion.
Oh, off the post.
Kicks it straight into the post. The upright got in his way. Well, he's probably big enough to just put a shoulder into that and send it over on its side. He's a towering figure. Kick him board. Johnson punches it back towards goal. Bending down to get it. There was Nzanza. He couldn't quite. Showed a deft touch of agility there for a big man. And the kick outside by the Saints only goes as far as I think it's Gowrie there. And Gowrie sits, measures, and puts one through for another behind. So Panthers sort of sending him back goalward at will now. Sting definitely out of this game now. As the Saints bring it inboard again. Blair wearing his direct opponent there. That opponent being Jacob Hassel. No hassle for Jacob now. He's earned himself a free kick. He looks inboard. Trying to find his teammate, but Panthers come in and wreck the party. Quick hand pass up. Tackle's effective for the Saints, but it goes into the hands of one McCarthy. I think it was McCarthy. Looks like McCarthy celebrating it. Yeah, it was Rick McCarthy, 77. So Rick McCarthy will be happy with that after going down, getting winded a little bit earlier today. Definitely was. He'd be sucking him into the lungs now, I reckon.
Yep.
So the Panthers finish off with another goal. Flattering scoreline in the end, but they have been good. They've stuck to their structures, and as is a testament to the Terrigal Avoca Panthers game style, their skills have been superior, and that's what's got them home. Hitting more targets, finding more space. Drummoor did about 2 to 3 360s in the middle there. Finally gets a hand pass out to a player who kicks it into their forward 50. With Kenneth Dean now, he's going to get pinged for this, and he tries the old hand pass, which is just never going to get past the umpire.
That one's not allowable.
No, not at all. Tried it a few times myself. A few different variations on it as well, Shane. It's never come off as effective, unfortunately. Walters takes off. Boom. Look at him. That acceleration. Oh, that one of his finer kicks. He puts it in the right spot for Goldman. Goldman can't bring it down. Probably needed to work a bit more physically against McKellar, but McKellar does well to get his kick away. Unfortunately, setting up a tent underneath that were the Maitland Saints. And somehow the Panthers have got hold of it again, and suddenly they're inside their forward 50. Wheeling around, looking for another goal. It's been hands of McCarthy, who kicked one moments ago. Hand passes further afield, and that clips the top of the post. So was that Fairchild again? I feel it was.
He is everywhere.
He's everywhere. He's missed more goals than a Michael Goggins working group weekend party.
I don't even know what that means.
All right, I'll try and reword that. And I've been working on that one all week, Shane.
I don't even know who Michael Goggins is. Who's Michael Goggins?
David Goggins, sorry. Michael Goggins is his unmotivated brother.
I don't even know who David Goggins is. I've completely lost.
Do you know David Goggins? All right, okay. I've got to mix up between, what's the other guy who's that motivational speaker? Tim.
Oh, he's one of those. Yeah, okay.
Michael Goggins is that hardcore one that runs marathons and does all that.
Right, yeah. Okay.
So I imagine there'd be a lot of goals set on a weekend work group party that might not end up being realised. And
I like it. I was a bit slow on the uptake, but
that's
all right,
mate. It's a work in progress anyway, Shane. So we'll try that. I'll try and get it a little more depth in the cup match later on today. And now the Panthers will have a shot on goal. The mark taken. It'll test the Panthers here. I think it's Kai Cornwell. He's got a high kick. He certainly knows he's got the distance. Accuracy
just going over the fence. No. And it's one stick.
Mate, my packet of killer pythons looking very safe at the moment.
And there's the siren.
Well, that's all she wrote, folks. It's a 13-15-93 to 7-2-44 victory to the travelling Terrigal Panthers. They were probably expected to pull off this one, and despite a gallant effort by the Maitland Saints, they were in a different class today, and at least they get a broadcast to look at. And
it was.
Fine-tune it.
We have to wrap things up there, Chop, because we are live with the Women's Cup game in about 3 minutes' time. So we're going to finish this one up. Join us on the next stream, obviously on YouTube. Make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe. We'll see you in just a few minutes. Thanks for watching.